Dead by Daylight has just turned 4 years old, and it's basically been the same throughout the entire time in terms of game mechanics. 4 survivors versus 1 killer. But what if that changed? Today, I'm going to be looking into potential future updates for DBD. I'm not going to talk about new killers, as they will inevitably be added. Instead, I want to talk about 4 features which could improve the game's health and the quality of life for players. Number 1, different game modes. As I've already mentioned, the game has essentially worked the same way for all 4 years, with the only way to change the amount of survivors against the killers being through the Kill Your Friends game mode. This would only allow you to make it harder for the survivors, having less than 4 survivors starting the trial instead of the set 4. What if Dead by Daylight decided to add a different game mode where there could potentially be X amount of survivors versus X amount of killers, such as 8 survivors versus 2 killers? In a game mode like this, the survivors would still have more players, but it would give players a variation to the constant 4v1 mechanic everyone is familiar with. Number 2, seasons. Okay, I know what you're thinking. There are already seasons in Dead by Daylight, resetting on the 13th of every month. Heck, there's even the tomes, where you have challenges to complete in a limited amount of time. However, I want to ask you, can we see how well we are doing with respect to other players? No. I think a leaderboard would do just this. There is a Dead by Daylight leaderboard where it tracks every aspect of Dead by Daylight, from blood points earned to total escapes or sacrifices. However, what if a leaderboard like this was added into the game with an option for all players to view it? Having these types of seasons could also come with a season reward, such as a large blood point reward or iridescent shards, or whatever the devs feel is acceptable. With these rewards, could we see seasons go on for a longer period of time instead of just a month? By having these rewards, I believe it would encourage rank 1 survivors to continue to play after hitting rank 1. Number 3, different ranks. I'm sure everyone is familiar with the ranks of Dead by Daylight, with the lowest rank being rank 20 and the highest being rank 1. However, despite updates trying to adjust these ranks to better reflect the player with the addition of emblems, I still feel like these do not properly reflect how you acted in the trial. As well as this, ranks are reset too hard after a season, which I believe the devs are looking into, which for me would be welcome, as you could be rank 6 at the end of the season and rank 16 or something around that at the start of the season. A huge decrease. I understand this is to entice players to replay the game and grind up to that rank again, but honestly, this will discourage the average player more than encourage. To counter this, I suggest that there was a complete rank revamp, where the devs revisit their ranking system, potentially adding an entirely new structure and revisit the emblems, as many players complain at the ease of ranking up. Number 4, soundtracks. This would be a minor change to the game, but a welcome one. Every chapter comes with its own soundtrack. Wouldn't it be a nice feature where players could choose their music, changing it whenever they wanted? This would be a relatively easy feature to add, with it merely being a Dropbox showing all the DLCs you own, giving you the power to choose what music you listen to in the lobby. So which of the 4 features would you like to see first? I would personally love to see a rank revamp to give players a new drive to climb those ranks and keep them. So, thanks for watching and peace.